So there are two separate investigations that emanated from the Prime Minister's statutory declarations. I want you to discuss that first and tell us what were those two separate investigations. One relates to the omission of information for which the Director of Corruption Prosecution ruled, and then the second investigation was around illicit enrichment.
Well, I would say on the 4 accounts, there were 2 related to his parents put his name on, one with a former constituency manager and another one. Now, it's important to look at the detail. The Director of Investigation said he brought to Mr. Holness's attention on 3 occasions that his name was in fact on the accounts. And in spite of that, Mr. Holness did not declare those as part of his declaration. Secondly, and even more importantly, the Director of Investigation found that in 2 of those accounts, monies were flowing through the accounts from accounts solely controlled by Mr. Holness and 2 accounts solely controlled by Mr. Holness. So in essence, he's saying Mr. Holness said he knew nothing about these accounts, but funds are flowing in the region of millions of dollars. Deposits put in today, taken out the following week. 2 accounts controlled solely by him. So the question is, was Mr. Holness being truthful when he said, well, it's my parents' account and I don't know anything about it?
Trace the DNA of SSL for me, can you?
Well, one of the biggest contributors to the financial meltdown was the Eagle Group. Yeah? SSL was formerly what we call Paul Chenyong and Company. That was the stockbroking arm of the Eagle Group. You with me? Yeah? The man who used to run SSL, Mr. Crofterry, he was the man who was running Paul Chenyong and Company, the stockbroking arm of the Eagle Group. So that's where it came from. They went down with 14 billion and change for the tax year.
That is in the FinSac era.
40 billion FinSac money that we're talking about. They to them amount was $14 billion.
14 million.
Billion.
And if we equate that today to today's money,
that would be like 50 billion now.
Oh, hallelujah.
Yeah.
Real money we're talking about, because back in the day, the dollar was better valued.
Yeah, man.
So the DNA of SSL come from down there, sir?
Yeah, man, from the Eagle Group.
The bloodline.
Yeah, man.
Well, family, good afternoon. No, 8 wasted years. 8 years wasted. Nothing to show for. The Labour right them go out and them give you 8 years. The second term, the Labour right them give you more seat. The Labour right them say, boss, go and go handle the business. PNP can't stop them vote here. Giving them more people in Parliament to do what? Oppress the people. More and somebody tell me, what is Andrew Holness's legacy? I may ask already. Apart from implementing the Integrity Commission, catch him as the biggest mouse. Yeah, what is this brother's legacy? Yeah? Now, we get to understand that the workers them, down at the hotel there, Royalton Hotel, whenever them see the boss, them have to bow to the boss. Skirtsy, you know me I talk about? Bow to the boss whenever them see the boss on the hotel compound. So it's not, I guess, if it's a slave plantation then people are work on. It look like it to us. So if the worker them have to bow to white man, when them see white man, how can I think this in them own a country? But to tell you what the people them are face, because even white people who are guests pissed off, you know.
So Tories asked us to give it 24 hours after the strike to see what happens next. We've had no water, no coffee, no towels, no toilet roll. Food is very, very scarce. If you're not fast, you're last. No restaurants, no security, no lifeguards. Literally, I should have stayed at home. But let's see what the result will be today. I'm hoping for full refund. Not sorry for anything less. I think the strike is good. The staff are treated appallingly. They're not allowed any water. If they're caught drinking water at work, they are fined $100, and they only get paid $2 an hour. No food. They're not allowed to eat while they're at work. And for a very large corporation like this, it is appalling. The amount of waste in food alone could feed the whole families. They could literally just take it home and feed them all. And I think happy staff, happy hotel, that means happy residents, and so on. But I'm with them. I was out there protesting with them yesterday, and I believe they should be standing up for the rights. And many more should follow. But let's see what do we have to say today, because all I got yesterday is thank you for your patience and your understanding. I have no understanding, and I have no patience. I think it's wrong on TUI by putting hotels for sale where the staff gets treated so bad. And shame on them, especially when it costs so much to stay here. You would think they would benefit from that. We always fetch tips, a lot of them, and we always look after the staff every time we come. Many of them are friends, and I would like to call family. But unfortunately, we can't tip everyone. Let's see what happens today. Update. So good luck to all the staff who are currently in a meeting regards to hopefully wages and being treated better. We've been to see TUI, and all I can say is wow. We've been told we won't be getting a full refund. We will possibly get a partial refund, and that won't be organised on our stay. They have no other hotel to put us in. The other Royalton is fully booked. And they are yet again waiting for another update from the hotel manager of what will be happening next. So in total, it will be 36 hours just from the strike, not from the 4 days prior, when there's been hardly anything available on the menus, no fridge refills, and unhappy staff. Very rude, the TUI. She told my husband to, what did she say? Quiet. Be quiet. I could understand the stress. However, 24 hours on holiday is like a full week when you spent so much money. So it's okay for them to go back to their little hotels. Well, we're sat here with still no toilet roll, no towels, no clean bedding, no housekeeping, no room service, and I still haven't seen a bottle of water.
Kingdom, England. Lisa Rodriguez from the United Kingdom, England.
Okay, Lisa from
Yeah, from the UK. And I'm a guest at the Royalton.
Okay.
And I believe that the treatment of the staff is disgusting. These staff.
Let's speak a little louder because
All right. Yeah. I think the staff deserve better. They deserve better pay. They deserve to have food and drinks during the day. It shouldn't be that they have to pay for their own food and their own drinks. It's not acceptable. And no, not even water. They're not even allowed to take their own water in. How is that acceptable? You know, we're in 2024. We're not in the back old days where people got nothing. They deserve everything. They treat us with respect. They're amazing to us, caring, considerate. They are a credit to themselves. And the way they're being treated is not acceptable. They deserve fairness, and this isn't fair.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right. You'll be here for how long?
I'm here for 2 weeks. I go to the Rio at Montego Bay on not this Thursday, the following Thursday.
Okay, so for the next 2 weeks,
I'm
you'll
here.
be here.
Yep.
And if there is, during your stay, if you don't see any change
I don't see any. Before then, I'm going to be emailing Rawton, giving them what for, and telling them that this isn't acceptable. That, you know, that people who pay to come here pay good money. It isn't like you're paying nothing to come here. And Rawton are obviously getting the money. Why are they not passing it on? Why are they not passing it on to their staff? That's not fair. So they need to do more.
Thank you very much.
No problem. No problem.
Good question. Why they not pass on the blessing to their staff and them make so much money? But politicians don't even pass on money with them get to give the people them for free. So you think politicians have no mouth to go talk to them people? People may tell us, I set it up, you know. Nobody can come in your country, come do your so, unless your government is part of the setup. Just like in 2020, when Andrew Owners promised retirement package for the hotel workers. How is it the hotel workers them turn contract worker right after that? How is it? You can't tell me say the government have something implemented as a retirement plan for the workers. And to get around it, companies start to turn workers in a contract workers. So how the government, where the government just turn up or sit down with the hand, I mean, like seriously. How a government who really mean to elevate them people by giving them a pension benefit? How is it the government sit down and let these companies change everything, change the rule mid-stride, so they be work and a contract worker so they can't get the benefit? Eh? How is it? How is it? It's sure you say, them boy and the companies them in bed. Make if you understand, I say Edmund Bartlett and the Colonel Charles boy, him, them they don't know what kind of minister them told him in a because it's a job bigger than the boy there. My boy to me. Because the boy they have earned himself a member of the Hackpen way, Warmington in a down a Riverton dump. The boy don't have no respect for my platform to get. The boy don't show nobody no respect. Of everybody in the parliament, him and Warmington, gutter. Two of them. Trust me. As much as I don't like such man, we'll never talk so about him. Even though I know such man a taker and he leave the office. Yeah? But the boy, Charles Jr., never gonna meet the people them. He's supposed to be Labour Minister. Me say him and Tourism Minister. Go sit down with the big boss them and go reason with them. You know, see nobody come out come meet the worker. Them they don't care. Them boy don't care. Them boy I will sell we out all day, every day for them rich friend. All day, every day. You think I lie me I tell? I'm gonna show no more. But remember them people here. Remember, you know. Don't forget, so we have the backside mine, Windalco. I spew waste in the Rio Cobre almost every year. The people not get no money, people, and give them a look $120,000. There was millions of dollars insurance money from Windalco for stuff like that to give the people them. They give the people a look meager $100,000. Remember, out of the river, the people them eat from. And have the people them sign something so they must not sue. I want to understand how this is a government. I want to go thief in government, you know. I want you to understand, you know. I saw me see it, you know. I want you to understand, say I pay chicken in business and bandulu. I want bandulu government this, you know. I want you guys to listen this, you know.
In my house where I live in, I'm living close by the river around by Bertrand Gully. I have to lock my door up and spray inside because the stench outside. You couldn't bear it.
Sunday, a chicken back me have to buy, you know. Sunday go. Because I remember they pollute the water from Friday night. Saturday, man, when we come down to go fishing, we couldn't get fishing. Sunday, I have to buy chicken back. For over 30 here, me know a piece of chicken back. But we can't buy a piece of chicken in the exchange when we get.
There's no job for the people, so the most of us do fishing.
Just to state categorically that A, the government will hold this company accountable within its legal framework, and B, will provide assistance to citizens because we understand how hurt they are by this issue.
In November 2022, the government announced that officials would be allocated $16 million in compensation from Windalco's $117 million environmental performance bond. each received $130,000. Well, you got some of the compensation money as well?
Yes.
What you thought of it?
It is very small. Nothing much. But through this thing occurs several times, and we do not get any benefit. And this time it is worse than ever.
When you got the compensation, they made you sign a paper?
Yes.
To say you wouldn't sue them?
Yes.
Did you have any trouble signing that? Any problem?
No.
Tell me why not? Why the...
Well, me glad for little much, you know. Because I was on my face. So I'm glad for the little much that I could go ahead with and try something instead of just sitting down, wondering when this river will return normal.
In an effort to secure the small compensation that the government offered them, they had to sign an indemnity form which would prevent them from suing the government. That too is so unfair because the government, especially through its state agencies, have neglected the people and they have not come forward in terms of their responsibilities to the people, and they are responsible for giving Windalco this vast leeway to contaminate the river for so many years, for so many years, for so many years, for so many years.
You know, see people over and over and over and over. Windalco is allowed to spill waste in the river. Who suffer? Poor people. Over and over, them boy no care. When it comes to big boys in Jamaica, I told you on this platform, it's we the people who say we are PNP and labor right, plus politician and PSOJ. It's we the people who say we are PNP and labor right. Shower, power, fist and bell, we are push up. It's we against politician and PSOJ and big boys. Look what they do to the people then. Destroy them livelihood. Give them a look 130,000 and make them sign paper. So if they never sign up paper, they wouldn't get the money. Look for the good people. Tell me if this is a government to love them people. Backside mine, spill backside waste in the river over and over and over and over. The people might get a little money from the backside. Remember, the backside mine must have some insurance and bond. So that come from the insurance bond from the backside mine down. So how government have make them people sign to get the little money here? Make them sign people, screw them over, shut them up, sweep them up, go sit down. Even if they come up with illness later on or anything might do them, you can't come back, come sue. You saw government wicked. So when I hear say, Colonel Charles boy, and the Minister of Tourism, Edmund Bartlett, would have gone out to the hotel and don't see them people here. It's nothing new to Carlos. We talk about these things all the time. These guys don't care.
130,000.
So say in a normal week, how much you could make from fishing?
From fishing, in a normal week, like all 160 or 170,000 in a week.
In 1 week from fishing?
Yeah.
So when you
fish
get
used to in our water, crayfish, lobster, everything. A fish spot we set on shoreline. So we have our food.
So the 130,000 in terms of compensation now, how far that went to compensate you?
Well, I have to switch around things to something else like to meat board and flowers and things, spend the money in that. Say me can turn over something and make things go on.
When I hear people, it's about a year ago, you know, and I'm sure the river not come back alive yet. And I'm sure, I remember one of the time Mark Golden get to a man, go up there, go throw some fish in the river. You never remember? Mark Golden, they get some man go throw some fish in the river and they, remember the labor right them come out and I make a bunch of noise and I tell pay lie. And people, I be like, the labor right tell that officer. People, the labor right tell pay lie. The Andrew Ones led administration, all they do is lie. The leader is a liar. Andrew Michael Ones is a serial liar. himself. Yes, he is a liar. I beg anybody to challenge bonus on that. Real liar. Hurt the people them and then want come cover it up. I don't want the people to retaliate. Look at this. That I'm sure I read is coming from the Observer, TVJ rather. The cleaner also went there and do a little thing. Watch this to people.
This is a kit donated by JET, is Jamaica Environmental Trust, and they engage us in a training exercise to determine the temperature of the water, the turbidity, the pH level, and the dissolved oxygen level of the water.
There's a mark inside the line, so you can do the inside of the cup.
What sheet are we getting based on your reading?
40.
You're getting 40.
All right.
That one. 4 ppm.
4 pH.
Yeah.
ppm. This jar is about 10 milliliters. We are testing now for the pH level. So, given the coloration of the water in this little jar here, the test tube, and you match it now against the coloration on this chart. So you will notice that the green coloration here matches the coloration on the chart, the green coloration on the chart. And this now is a number of 8. It's a number 8. So we can see that the pH level at this level of the water is extremely high because fish survives up to 4. And if this is 8, it is now double the amount of pH level that fishes can survive into the river. So clearly, somebody now has to give an account as to why this level, this high level of pH level at this end of the river. I am about to conduct another testing at another point, which is the point above where the discoloration is coming out of the mountainside into the Rio Cobre River. So this here is clear water coming down, and on the surface of it, no pollution.
So are you saying that upstream the turbidity, above where the pollution is, the turbidity is 0?
Right. And below it was 40.
Yes, which is exactly what it's supposed to be, 0.
We're now going to be testing for dissolved oxygen.
Upstream?
Upstream. Yes. The dissolved oxygen here is between 0 and 4. If you look at the coloration, between 0 and 4. Whereas where we did the testing a while ago, it was 4, which was where the source was coming out. This is above the source. So you can see this, this is quite normal.
This would have been upstream.
Yes.
So it has not got to the point where we'd have seen the effect of this pollution downstream, like say in the gorge, in the Kent Village area, where quite often we see the dead fish when we have this level of pollution.
Guys, I want you to understand, you see this brother legacy is not about destruction, you know. We remember Andrew Ones for a very long time. He's going to be one of the most famous prime minister out of Jamaica because of his background and what he did in the office and what he didn't do. Because of his integrity and his character, Andrew Ones will go down as one of the Jamaica, apart from Michael Ones, Michael Manley rather. Apart from Michael Manley, Andrew Ones will go down as one of the rarest. Him legacy big people, him legacy no normal.
Yeah, man, come back and woman Andrew Wallace place for real, man. Come back and man and parents, brother. Cause watch out. You feel like Andrew Wallace poor people in the family. You know want to see a man go live in family also. Right then in Andrew Wallace right now family where we need a house just like how we need a house now. Eh? Come back and prison one we go live and make soldiers and police run with them. The soldiers and police them run with my young boy for we. Then them happy catch me. Me a old man. Me can run for soldier and police right now, especially soldier. Eh? Andrew Wallace come back.
Prime Minister and party leader Andrew Holmes
is the man of integrity,
love.
Love.
The operation, which began after 6 a.m. on Thursday morning, saw unoccupied and unfinished houses being demolished by large machinery.
The state that I
stand in full support
of the best Prime Minister
Since 1962.
One inconsolable victim of the demolition said she now has no clue what her next steps will be, as she spent her last $800,000 on the lot she was building on.
Giving me TRN and my ID and every time of the receipt give me. Every time of the receipt give me. Nobody not give me no look one, no look nothing, no give me.
in full support
of the best Prime Minister
Since 1962.
Southwest St. Elizabeth is in full support.
No, I thought me just a pass and so I just told me so I leave on the plane. Me just have to work for work. I see that work for work. I change it and I make work in a mountain. Come in a happy, come here, see if it belongs and such.
How could I not support a leader who is moving Jamaica forward?
Yeah, man, come back and woman Andrew Wallace place for real, man. Come back and man and parents, brother. Cause watch out. You feel like Andrew Wallace poor people in family. You know want to see a man go live in family also. Right then in Andrew Wallace right now family where we need a house just like how we need a house now. Eh? Come back and prison one we go live.
Has been put on hold, at least for now, until a meeting is convened with the government and the Sugar Corporation of Jamaica, SCJ, to work out the way forward.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who visited the community today, told the residents that the area will be developed in an orderly way and they will not be left out. Kirk Wright has this primetime news follow-up.
The residents eagerly awaited the arrival of the Prime Minister to hear the government's next move after demolishing their structures. Immediately after he arrived, he convened a meeting where he made this announcement.
This community and this area is about to experience a change, a transformation. We have put in place a master plan that is going to bring 15,000 houses into this area. Not for rich people.
And with that, the Prime Minister declared the options available.
You will have options to acquire the land itself. You will have options to acquire a starter unit. And you will have options to acquire a full unit. Presently, we were modeling our target prices as to the prices that we have been giving in Catherine Estates, which is just across here. And those units are about $6.5 average $1 billion.
Good news, but the price point sparked questions of doubt about affordability. The Prime Minister assured there was no need to worry as persons will be able to obtain mortgages.
So you will be able to buy your house and pay over time. The same way you're doing it now in incrementally building out. But when you go this route, you get your full house in a community.
Some say they weren't convinced of the Prime Minister's plan.
You know, don't you know that he's lying, right? Because me know a lie my tell, right? And in the first instance, him should have found out all of them something before him demolish the building them, right? And then him come back with him foolish now. Remember, you know, him say, we are criminal, you know. Me hear in person and then him go tell you right there, say, him did not say it, and me have to come up and say it. Yes, him say it.
The Prime Minister told the people that it appeared they were scammed because the government has no record of them paying for lands in the area.
Now we need to know who did you pay. We want to be able to assist. But if we are going to assist, we need to have clean hands coming to the table.
Andrew, come here, man. Come here, such man. Make the dead rest in peace, no, man. Make the dead rest in peace. Go find your own housing. When I see I walk around and I busy up, all of a sudden, I see camera everywhere. All of a sudden, I go like I give you this whole house. Go find your own stuff, no, man. Housing Trust of Michael Manley vision. What is Andrew Onus' vision? What is your legacy, Andrew Onus? What is your legacy apart from your 28 bank accounts and how much business? You was not busy working for us the last 8 years. You was in there busy going to school to get a doctorate, handling how many businesses, you know, drag your wife in there to join on in, yeah, the fat where I come from the gravy train, and the wife in there right now. Eh? What is the legacy, Andrew Wallace? Let the dead rest in peace. Housing trust of a Michael Manley. Let the dead rest in peace. Housing trust of a Michael Manley. You should be a damn shame of yourself. Big old rusty young man. You have a teeth from an old dead man that is no longer here to try to come up with something to hold on to call your own. Jamaican people are they stupid like that. We know say Michael Manley legacy, which is housing trust. Do not have a stuff. Turning out of a hustling, some investment between you and a big friend, them, it appears to us. Yeah? So you grab your big fat friend, put him over housing, and UDC and think we're stupid and no I go and say I hustle, no come in for hustle. Andrew Honest, nothing you do, the people is gonna trust. From the Jamaican people, you about the 28 bank account. I done it done, man. People don't trust you again. Man, I sleep and I dream about 28 bank account. If they see a talk, they might think about 28 bank account. You sign memorandum of understand with Canada and India. A 28 bank account we are look upon. We just don't trust you no more that any signing you sign or any deal you make is going to be on behalf of the people because we don't see it for the last 8 years. So it is obvious that all the work being done is in your 28 bank account and your legacy. What you say, you know, worry about popularity, that's your legacy. So you're really serious about the legacy, no? Andrew Honest, don't just serious about the legacy. Come here, man. Such man, like you're serious about legacy. You know, people, you know, when man talk about legacy, what they mean? You know, when man talk about legacy, what they mean? You know, stay there. While the man in office in the last 8 years, you know, do poor people work. Man, I go to school, backside. Man say, I go to school. Power dime, you know. Man, I operate. How much business? Hold on, people. How much business our brother operate? One is supposed to operate our business. People. How much business? 300% raise and what hit again? And boy, you know do what?
I hear man talk all kind of lie. Oh, 20 million and 28 million. Lie. Me not take no salary increase. So my salary is what it was before. And I tell you something, I feel like just keep back to. Because he's a proud man, you know. Me don't like people tell lie for me.
People, let me tell you some of this man legacy. It's waste of money. This a boy I don't want Jamaica come up. They don't want Jamaica come up, people. No. I'll show you now. We have money in the country, them take 300% raise of it. We broke the country. That's what that was all about. It was all about that, people. We broke the country, make the country go down on its belly and crawl like a worm. But no company can give you 300% raise. The company is a bankrupt. No country can give politician that amount of raise either. So it's a deliberate swipe at the country to destroy the country. I tell you guys many times on this platform because it made no sense. Why would these guys take 300% raise? See the country down on its knees, you know, while such man walk around and talk about economy good. That man is a liar. We can't believe a word from this brother. Not even a number or a letter. Them man are the people. You know, come here, me tell you a big go. Come here. Come here. I'm going to play something right now. I play a whole heap of time on my platform. I ask people if you don't know this to be true. You know, come here, people. I'll show you a lie and play with on the head. You know, come here. Come here. You know, come here real quick.
The government, because the economy is growing, the government is now giving young people who are registered in heart approximately $150 each month to help them with the bus fare and help them with the lunch money. So nobody has any excuse not to go to school to learn a skill because you're getting help with the bus fare and help with the lunch money as well. If that is not transformational, I don't know what is. So if that is not transformational, I don't know what is. So
Tell me now, if you know anybody in Jamaica, I get 100 and I get that amount of money, $150 a month to go hard. You see them lie there? Them take Jamaican people for fool. We don't trust Andrew Ones and his administration. Nothing him or touch again or sign. Jamaica people now whole. I got trust him. All we think that our road lead to the 28 accounts. That's all. Our road lead to your 28 accounts. People don't hear that lie there. We don't want to hear another lie. We don't come here.
I needed a little clarity myself, so just to be clear. So let's say, for example, a special report is tabled on the matter that the country is waiting to hear, the illicit six. That would come to the House and go straight to the...
On a point of order, I do not know of what you're speaking, member. It's a... I don't know. Please remove that comment. Please remove that comment. That comment is inappropriate, doesn't belong in the House, and is not included in any document submitted in this honorable House. Please remove your comment.
I've heard what you have said, Madam Speaker.
And Hansard, please strike the comment.
Hey, I don't want to hear another lie. I'm sure I don't want to hear another lie.
That is why we did something like the reverse tax credit. Never before in Jamaica's history, where the government is giving back to people who earn less than $3 million per year. Never before happened. That's a way in which we are making sure that the dividends of the good economic management reaches to the people. Yes, good economic management can yam.
I don't need people. You don't want to hear more lies? You don't want to hear more lies? How much time you ever tell us that it's a lie at government? Hear more lies.
There is no tracking of people. There is no curtailing of people saying anything that is negative. That is absolutely not the case.
The person was tracked and their identity discovered.
Anyone can say anything, and it is amplified around the country and around the world. And it is important that as we protect the rights of our people and protect the right to freedom of expression and speech, that at the same time it is grounded in truth.
Some 60-odd shelters across the country.
Go to any of our 780 plus shelters.
We have 900 shelters right across the island.
Family, when you get enough lies, I don't know how you gonna trust this man. No. He might walk on politics, election time again. He might walk on and I talk about what he might promise and this he might go do. How they might turn back road in Las Vegas. Back road, you know. Man, I don't do the time in office, you know. Waste man, you know. Waste man, you know. Loser, you know. The man say, may I hear from the labor, how the man turn back road in Las Vegas. A flesh selling community. You see the man legacy is negative. Legalize Obia. Somehow agreement. Back road in our Las Vegas. Neither promise with lies. Nuclear power plant for generating electricity. I will not even try solar. And we are asked, which part you go dump all them waste there? We already shown the Rio Cobre. Where them dump all the stuff where they don't care. What is this man legacy? Yeah, look, I can't find it. You pick up Michael Manley legacy. I walk on, give a key. When me ask the labor then what is this brother legacy, they might tell me, Carlos. You say, but house it might be up. Yeah, and road, highway. I say, hold on there. in the history of Jamaica, let's say born last week. You ever see Jamaica so bad yet with the roads? As bad as Jamaica be, you ever see Jamaica roads still so bad right across the country? And let's discuss the part we are talking about the roads. Now, your thief Michael Manley idea, vision of housing trust, and Michael Manley stuff. So, hold on. Michael Manley dead, you know. Can't make the dead rest in peace. So I say, all right. Me hear my talk about road now, housing of Michael Manley, housing trust. Now me I hear about road. So I say, hold on, after Porsche and PJ not dead yet. You can at least show people some respect. Porsche and PJ not dead yet like Michael Manley. You can't just a thief people sitting so. Porsche and PJ is still alive. Porsche and PJ is still alive. You see what I say? Yeah, man. Porsche and PJ is still alive, family. So, all you hug up them legacy. Show them respect, man. Highway and a fear, they better than nothing people. Nothing for sure, pay destruction. Legalize some more agreement. You know, the fish business. Yeah. Check out the man, the man want to legalize Obia. Labor talk about Town Back Road in a Town Back Road in a what? Las Vegas. Yeah? People don't understand what I want to say. So about Town Back Road in the Las Vegas. Nuclear power plant. A madman. Nothing the man a do. The man a make the labor them dead for hungry. And a them vote for him. The man a do nothing, people. Me have to tell you the man a do nothing. Nothing ready for last. How much years he get? 8 years wasted. Lego Michael Manley shot collar. Lego the dead man, find your own. 8 wasted years. We find 28 accounts. You never wasted your time to enrich yourself at all. But you wasted time fixing road. People could get road up on the road. They never say road so bad at Jamaica yet. Which part? When? What year? What year we ever see road so bad right across the country? Poto. Like real bad. What year? Under which government? No PNP, no Labour right government, no other government, so don't freshen yourself. No PNP, no Labour right government. Whatever years the Prime Minister thief so yet. This brother get the most money to spend. Such man spend the most money and no other government. PJ, Porsche, Siaga, Bruce, Manley. Nobody has ever gotten the amount of money this brother get and spend it all. Blow it. Look pretty good. That brother waste money so till. Bustamante statue. I just them think they waste money pan. Negro sign, mobile sign. New money. And everything you waste money pan. Empty building. $1 billion for tell if forget give them 300% raise. Sorry. Consultant. People. The money spend $1 billion on consultant to tell them if them take 300% raise. And make sense out of that ratty. If your man tell you if you can't take 300% raise, $1 billion it costs taxpayers. $1.7 trillion missing from your office, Tupton and Flaval Ministry. And you fight the Auditor General from finding out where the money missing gone. If you don't have nothing to hide, I am a thief. Why would you be blocking the Auditor General's investigation in your office? It shows you're a potter cat, bro. Your 8 years in the office is nothing but criminality, fattening yourself, and have nothing to do with the Jamaican people. You are a despicable soul. And you look for another 8 years, boy, the gall of you. But we continue reminding the people, not only not only 28 bank account, but you stole from charity. You stole money from your own charity and spend it on yourself. Brother, Me said it before. Them set you for thief. A prison somebody send them. They know where thief is somebody, you know. But them are sending for thief kind of make no sense. The stuff we are doing in the office don't make no sense. It's like somebody set you to do what you're doing. And you're not going to stop doing it until you go to prison. Even when you're rich, them set you for thief. They set you for thief. How can you all make all the parents' name dragging on them thing? Thief from charity. Eh? Thief from your own charity. If Miss Donna do that, Donna gonna jail. Here.
This is actually one of the more disturbing features because what the investigation of the Integrity Commission has revealed is that funds were used from a charity. It's called Positive Foundation, Positive Jamaica Foundation, a charity which, by definition, would have charitable purposes. And some funds in the region of approximately $32,000 US dollars were diverted to pay for a bond in the name of Mr. Honus.
Or his company, his personal company.
And I believe at some point it may have been either in his or his personal holding company, which he owns 100%. And it remained in that form for the life of the bond until it was called. And it was only after the bond had been redeemed and that transaction was now, in a sense, extinct.
Is it reasonable?
Closed. That, just allow me to finish, that upon questioning by the director of investigation that an attempt was made to repay that charitable foundation. So approximately 4 years had elapsed when the funds from the charitable foundation had been used to partially pay for a bond in the name of or for the benefit of Mr. Honus.
And the interest payments on the bond went into him or his personal company's account. And it's only when the Integrity Commission itself looked into this thing and said, hey, but some of the funding for this, $32,000 US of the $94,000 US cost of the bond, came from a charity with which Mr. Honus is very closely associated and is a director. That the necessary rearrangements of the thing were done and the money was returned to the charity. So for several years, he declared that bond as being his or his company's, and he received the payments under that bond.
Should a man like this be in the office? Should he be a prime minister, a finance minister, any minister? Eh? Watch this.
A mother, living in a rent house, rent raise every 3 months. I am very uncomfortable. Building an 8-bedroom here for my kids. And before you even come and say something, they even say that we were issued with a warning. Was a lie. That was a lie, and it was written from the person. That is also a lie. No, and they didn't find out how we got the land. It wasn't captured by. I paid for my land.
Okay.
I paid 3 times because I couldn't afford it 1 time.
Oh, you made down payment, installments.
Right.
Okay.
I got my receipt.
When we examined the situation, we only acted when we were certain that certain steps were taken. So we had the evidence of the posting of stop orders. I will. So you.
That's a lie,
Please, allow this question to be answered. Right. Please, allow this question to be answered. Right. So that's one. Then number 2, the land that you claim to purchase. Right? The government would want to know.
So you think the husband, may I show you the wife and the husband are the same thing? Look here.
If
if the government were to have its way in terms of what makes sense for long term, they would close down some of these places that we live in that's so nice, that's cool and quiet. Because it don't make any.
You don't hear that, you know? If the government should have its way, they would have closed down some of the places that the people them live in. That is nice, cool, and quiet. I repeat what the woman said. If the government should have its way, they would have closed down some of the places that Jamaicans live that is nice, cool, and quiet. Because this administration do not want to build roads, infrastructure for the people. So it's better you come in at them housing with them talk about government housing program while them and them rich friend take over the mountain top. Listen to the woman again. If on the same thing like the husband.
If the government were to have its way in terms of what makes sense for long term, they would close down some of these places that we live in that's so.
Jamaica, me shut it off again, stop it again for one, you know. Them man only want 4 more years to implement all of them things and put him clear in Jamaica. Can't say, I'm telling you. You see everything man do for Jamaica destruction, man. Eh? Listen what the woman say. If the government should have its way.
If the government were to have its way in terms of what makes sense for long term, they would close down some of these places that we live in that's so nice, that's cool and quiet. Because it don't make any sense in terms of the cost to keep it. It costs too much, so you're always gonna cry, you're always gonna complain and say it's rough to live there. Because it is impossible based on the cost to maintain it in a way that would have made me more comfortable to live there. So we have to actually work out that balance to say, guess what? And yes, I want to live, and even if me not gonna get no highway, and that's a mess. So you have to find that middle ground between highway and living so far and know, say, guess what? Today we I use pickaxe, if me told them, I'm back out to buy a better pickaxe. That is how bad it is. And the better pickaxe don't necessarily reach the grade of the year, and it don't reach asphalt, and it don't reach concrete. That is the truth of it. The road coming up here, I'm going to go all the way back and I'm going to measure it, go down and I'm going to price it and send back the cost for you so you know what the cost of the road would be. If we had a road that carry us from the square. No man, no matter what you get certain help, you know, but I said not like smooth driving asphalt road or concrete road anytime soon. No, because the country have to make enough money, you see. The country have to make it. I'm gonna help you, I'm not telling you say you're not getting no help, you know. I'm just telling you say we have to temper with expectation. You understand? Me now gonna promise what I cannot deliver. Full.
You hear what the woman say? You hear what the man say though? Can't say, you know hear it, you know. And you know hear say this, you know. Me have the whole footage of what she talk, but me just cut out this part, yeah. To make you hear. So the woman say, the government should have its way. Some of the place where they live so nice, calm and cool. The government that take it from me could stop live there. How? Me don't know. But under this government, nothing is normal. You hear Carlos I say? Under this government, nothing is right. Nothing I do. Legally, lawfully, the right way. Pay share the bandolo, chikini. This is a go on this government, yeah. You hear Carlos I say? Bandolo, chikini, ginal, brain work, head game. I just don't know that for the people them. So you hear the wife. Up in there, sit down and talk to some people who think they're illiterate. Sound illiterate to me because one of the women up there promised her a piece of land. Say me give a piece of land, you know. Promise the prime minister wife piece of land, you know. Poor people, you know. And me ask the people up there, give me a piece of land, man. Since you can't promise the prime minister wife, what that's one land I give away. How that's one land up there? Give me a piece of land. Me look piece of land up in St. Andrew Hills there, man. Quick, where place them again, man? Me look a piece of land up there too. If una land can give Prime Minister wife, I mean, I want that. What can go so? Rich woman, yeah, billionaire woman come sit down on Rockstone up there. I tell you no, all type of thing. I tell you no, say, oh no, nah, go get no road. And basically that is the moral of her argument. No road now come up there. Yeah? She said, government, they have them way. They move Uno from up there. And me have to play the front part of the video one more time. So you guys can know what this husband and wife up to.
If the government were to have its way in terms of what makes sense for long term, they would close down some of these places that we live in that's so nice, that's full and quiet. Because it don't...
So, she and her husband sit down and think about what makes sense for long term. People are here for the ass mouth, you know. Give them 4 more years and see what I go on. Try it now. Give them 4 more years and see what I go on, boy. You know even the woman I say? Listen again.
If the government were to have its way in terms of what makes sense for long term, they would close down some of these places that we live in that's so nice, that's full and quiet. Because it don't make any sense in terms of the cost.
Make no sense. It don't make no sense. Poor people, you are not part of the long-term plan. Get it on your head now, man. You guys are not part of this long-term plan. You hear me? You're not part. You better take sleep, man. That you know. Uno no idiot. Pay attention. You can see them treat the people all over Jamaica. This is a brand new stuff. Pay attention. Them treat the parties are shady. Till even the labor right them come out and burn out the shady leader.
We all see what's happening with Andrew and the Integrity Commission. So let me explain it to you as best as I can in layman's terms based on what my understanding of the article and the documents that I've read are. So essentially, Andrew Holness and his wife owned a number of companies. In their earnings reports over the last few years, there are some inconsistencies in the growth of their earnings and their net worth and assets and deposits. So essentially, what the Integrity Commission is now saying is that in order for them to certify his earnings, they would need to have a further breakdown of his expenditures and expenses for each of the companies. So they would need that in order to then go ahead and certify and say he's okay. So essentially, Andrew is saying that he's not willing to give them that because that is a breach of his privacy. So what he is now challenging is a portion of anti-corruption legislation, saying that is unconstitutional because what they're asking for does not protect his privacy. And everything that's in the Constitution, such as the right to privacy, it takes precedent, meaning that it supersedes anything that comes after, such as like anti-corruption legislation. So if, in essence, it breaches his constitutional right for privacy, then he does somewhat have a case. Now, I'm a huge supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party. Everybody knows this. However, at this juncture, I'm not able to continue to make excuses for the Prime Minister. What he is attempting to do is actually quite disgraceful and disappointing. Years from now, we will look back at the Andrew Holness tenure and be disgusted at some of the things that we have allowed to happen. Now, while I have genuine love for Andrew and I think he is much better of a leader than the opposition, I think that there are a lot of blunders that have happened in his leadership. The Prime Minister's wife being in representational politics has always caused ethical concerns. The fact that he snuck her in as a member of parliament and then promoted her to Speaker of the House is highly inappropriate. And while I don't question her effectiveness, as I think she's excelled in both roles, it's definitely always been a conflict of interest. While I've traditionally supported the Jamaican Labour Party and Andrew Holness and his administration, I think that it would be in very good taste if he just gave them what they wanted. It would also show that he respects the Integrity Commission and the anti-corruption legislation. The fact that he's going to these lengths to not comply with their request shows that he has a lot to hide.
So people, not only such man is a blessing to the Obia community in Jamaica. Remember, my man say I legalize Obia, you know. So once he said that, everybody from India and their mama were in a witchcraft and all type of ism and schism. They are Jamaica, so they work Obia. So such man is not only a blessing to the Obia community, it's also a blessing to the gay community.
10 years after, former Prime Minister Bruce Golding declared that he would not have gays in his cabinet.
Do you in the future want to live in a Jamaica where a gay man or a gay woman can be in the cabinet?
Sure, they can be in the cabinet, not mine.
Well, they can't be in yours.
Not mine.
No, but do you want...
His successor, Andrew Michael Holness, has suggested that he would have no problems with homosexuals in his executive. Golding's statement a decade ago was made during an interview on BBC Hard Talk.
They live in a Jamaica where they can be and they should be, and it would be entirely natural for them to be so.
I do not know that that is necessarily the direction in which I want my country to go.
Holness' comments came in response to a question during his address to members of the Jamaica diaspora in Brussels on Sunday.
Homosexuality is not a crime. As far as I know, it's not a crime. However, one of our former Prime Ministers, Mr. Bruce Golding, said on Hard Talk that he will have no gays in his cabinet, and it went on to make Jamaica seem to be more of a homophobic nation than probably it actually is. Would you reiterate those words today, or
absolutely not? No. It's not. Firstly, it's not my business. Neither is my interest to, and I don't. Whatever is in my discretion to distribute political. A person's sexuality, sexual orientation is not a criteria for the use of my discretion.
I can't take a card on that.
That is why we did something like the reverse tax credit. Never before in Jamaica's history, where the government is giving back to people who earn less than $3 million per year. Never before happened. That's a way in which we are making sure that the dividends of the good economic management reaches to the people. Yes, good economic management can yam.
So, family, may I already show you where not only the people in the witchcraft community get a good, get a bigger from such man, but you also have people who in the gay community also. So you see, this brother was planning all these things years ago, long time. So as you know, Babsy Grange is a gender minister. So when I hear people all the time, I said the PNP, this and the PNP that, they say, what do them people here, man? I want to go on, so I say, what go on? And we not power now. Such man not power. And such man want this. And something want the people to see it. And why don't the people wake up? So such man, baby, to give you no want. Man want to legalize the thing, but it was all planned before him coming to office. People like that try to tell you. Before such man coming to office in their Brussels, I tell them, say, him not let go the batty thing at Jamaica. You understand me? Him in a power now, him go sign some more agreement. And even go further now, to make them Canadian teachers come to Jamaica in our school, come teach about gender neutrality. So that's why I tell you, say, the community, the colorful community, love that brother. Look at him party, look around him. Yeah, man, just look around, just look at the people around. You understand me now? Nah, come on, but you don't hide behind all lies. Come out and tell me the truth. People, thank you so much for watching this video. Tell me what you think about it. As usual, I am a student in the class. Make sure your comment makes sense in every sentence. If for the first time on the platform, you like the work, you like the presentation. Stay here, family. Go ahead and subscribe. Manners and respect. My name is Jamaican Carlos. I am out, people. Manners and respect.
What is the difference between the ordinary thief and a political thief? Number one, the ordinary thief steals your money, your bag, your watch, and your jewelry, isn't it? But the political thief steals your future, your career, your education, your health, and your business. Number two, the hilarious part is that the ordinary thief will choose whom to rob. But you are the one who choose the political thief to rob you. Because we choose them. We vote them. We blindly say we are not blind. Who is deceiving who? The ridiculous part of the whole issue is that we will fight to defend and protect our belongings from the ordinary thief. Is it not? But we fight each other to defend and protect the political thief. Is that not what we do? Thugs will be fighting themselves to protect those that are stealing our career, stealing our job, stealing our health, stealing our success. What a shame. What a travesty. Calls for us to think and think deep.